Welcome back to Table Talk. I'm your host, William Haynes.
Sam.
Matt Lieberman.
Before we get into this episode, you might have thought that you knew Jack Threads.
Oh, you might have thought that.
Oh, you might have thought.
But they've literally upgraded everything from their clothes to their site.
Oh, shit!
The Jack Threads line is both modern and timeless, and they designed some key essentials for every guy's wardrobe. Let me tell you about it.
Oh, can I just say, I'm wearing the Jack Threads basic tee right now,
Damn.
and it is so comfortable,
Okay.
so light, so soft, and can you look at how bright and beautiful that orange color is?
Wow.
Sophia.
Sophia. What about you?
Oh, I just happened to buy this puffy vest. Feel it. Touch it. Touch it. Touch it. Touch it.
It's so warm.
Touch it, Chris.
I
You wanna
wore it
touch it?
earlier. Chris,
You
get
wanna
up
touch
here.
it?
Chris,
Come
get
here.
up here. You touch
here.
it right
Come
now.
here.
You
Don't
tell
trip.
us the first word that comes to your mind.
What do you think? What do you think when you touch it?
Marshmallows.
Yeah, right?
Marshmallows that keep you
I also got a pair
warm.
of some nice faded jeans.
Ooh,
that I
boy.
like.
I got one of their sweaters.
Hell yeah.
And I got this cardigan that's got me in sophisticated mode.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
I
that's
only mess
beautiful.
with sophisticated people.
Hell yeah.
Well, don't mess with no one else.
They got a bunch of new lines going on. They got the daily sweater. Get you
Whoa.
one of those. The daily tee.
Whoa.
Down puffer coats and vests.
Yeah, because guess what? Curated style is not enough for them. This is Jack Threads 2.0. They're giving you the best clothes direct from them because they know style better than we do.
Call now. 1-800 JT Denim. And also it's JT Denim. But yeah, that's just start shopping and find exactly what you need and check it out. At the same time, it takes other guys to find just what they wanted.
Yeah, so why don't you go to jackthreads.com/sourcefed to find out what clothes are going to be right for you, because goddamn if they ain't comfy.
Also, if you use the coupon code SourceFed, you save 20% off. That's my input. Let's start with a question.
Yeah,
This jacket is really nice.
I love this brand.
Oh no.
I'm sophisticated.
Oh no.
What did it say, Sam? What slipped in there that's bad?
Spooky Sprung at Lexi Pagano writes, "What's your worst family reunion story?"
Worst
Ooh.
family
Worst.
reunion?
That's the thing. We can opt out if you guys don't want to ship bad ones. I'm fine with opting out.
I'm cool.
If I'm
You wanna
ever,
answer?
I mean, I'm gonna do my type of answer, which
Go
is
ahead.
not really answering.
There you go. Start talking about anime.
And if I ever become the patriarch of a family, even though I don't plan to have kids, like, I'm gonna let them know we don't need to do the reunion thing. We
No?
can show up. If we all happen to show up at the same time, good. I'm not trying to organize it because one of the family members is gonna be stressed out and they're gonna take it out on their significant other who's gonna
They're
take it out on
never
their kids.
fun.
And their kids are gonna beat up my kids.
No.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I know if my sister ever has kids, their kids are gonna whoop my kids' ass.
Think about your future kids. Don't have a family reunion.
Yeah, seriously.
I never had those as a kid. The only time we ever came together was funerals and sometimes Christmases.
Oh.
And so it wasn't like a fun time when you saw everyone, and everyone always fought. So
See,
it wasn't a
my
blast.
family, we did have family reunions, and one of my cousins, he had like serious ADD, and he hated me. And I remember at one Passover, it was like an extended family Passover, we were at a restaurant, he grabbed a fork and he chased me around the restaurant. Like he's 2 years younger than me, so I was thinking I was like maybe like, I was like 6 and he was 4, or maybe like I was 7, he was 5, and he like chased me around trying to stab me with a damn fork.
Your
Yikes.
memories, as we hear about them sporadically, sound like if you put them together on film, they'd be the best opening to a Pixar movie.
I think so. Like if you were to fast forward through life like they did at the beginning of Up, instead
Yeah.
of being like super sad, it would just be like weird and like very, very specific.
Very specific.
One time I found out that I had a second cousin, since I only technically have one cousin, so I thought that was really cool, but then they turned out to be a dick.
Oh.
Not naming names because I found out there were more. They're all hidden somewhere. I don't know. Like we find out that my dad like finds out he has a cousin, then we go and like find their family. We're like, oh
See,
shit.
look, this is my idea of some relative of mine told me that, or a friend, it was a friend of mine told me that, like, she met, like, one of her relatives that she didn't know she had. If there's one of y'all that pops up, I'm not trying to meet you. I'm good at this point. I'm 22. I made it without you.
Oh, you asshole.
For God's sake.
I made it, I lived 22 years without you. Like, why
So
would I
don't
meet you?
step to Will trying to get some of his money, okay?
Even if you
he
have
doesn't
a
have that
treasure
much.
map, if you have a treasure map, come to me. I'm your treasure guy.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't want a treasure map, if you're like you're one of your distant cousins is like, yeah, man, I got a treasure map, and you're like, I don't need you. I'm 22.
Here's the thing.
And I lived 22 years
Can I
without
s-
a treasure map.
Because here's the thing. None of us are looking to make new friends that don't live near us, right? I mean, like, if you have a cousin
maybe.
that you've never met before, and it's like, oh wow, we're really vibing, and I'm not looking to make a new friend that doesn't live near
Yeah,
me.
that's
I'm
just
not gonna
hard.
talk to you like that.
Pen pals are fun.
Pen
Do
pals
you
are
have
fun.
a pen pal?
Probably.
You would know by now if
I
you had a
have
pen
one.
pal.
I have one. They just moved back now, so they're not so much a
Okay,
pen pal.
I know what you're saying though, because like long distance relationships, even ones that aren't sexual, are still difficult.
Hard.
It's hard to like.
Fuck, I owe my friend a call right now. He called me this morning.
Yeah.
I don't want to call him back, and it's not because I don't like him. I don't want to get on the phone.
You know, being on the phone is not fun.
I don't want to
Being
get
on
on
the
the
phone?
phone.
Being on the phone is not fun.
I'm finally comfortable with Skype calls. Man, that was
I know.
really it's uncomfortable sometimes. If you don't have anything to talk about, they're like, yeah, let's Skype, and you're like,
So
all
now
right,
you're
a
just
half
looking
hour,
at each other.
Yeah, a half hour is a respectable amount of time, so you gotta kill a half hour of just like, so you fucking, what's happening in your state?
Yeah.
We got a new pizza place.
Wow, that's cool. I mean, yeah, still got Domino's. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay, what I'm telling you about what is a true friend is someone that you can enjoy that with.
Yeah,
There are
or you
a
can
couple
you
of
make
people-
it more than that.
Yeah, you make it more than
you
that.
make
but
it more
there,
than that.
There are a couple people in my life who I can have like bullshit conversations, and it's still I don't know why it's not boring. Some people I'm like I cannot take the. So what did you do?
Did you invest in anything this year?
But there's
No.
some people that have such a unique perspective that talking to them about the weather is still interesting.
Mm-hmm.
They're like,
Because
yeah.
they'll find a reason to have a problem with anything. Like, how's the weather? Terrible. Changing all the time. Can't it be consistent? It's like, at least you have an opinion.
At least you have an
You're
opinion. Even on
passionate
the
about
weather,
it.
Yeah.
you have an opinion on the weather.
That's the crazy thing, is like, for all the crazy relatives you have, I feel like there's like a mathematical formula for like, for every crazy relative, you have 3 relatives who don't have an opinion on anything.
on anything. I have a relative.
I got the bad end of that. I got all of them that are crazy, and then none of them. They all.
They're
have
the ones you
opinions.
haven't met yet.
Yeah.
You've got a ton of other bashers.
I have a cousin. I realized
Out
the other
there.
day. I was like, "Oh, I've known you my whole life, and I have not talked to you. It's been going on 22 years now." And I say, "Hey, so how's the?" And you say, "Yeah." Then all right, okay, I'm gonna go hang out with Mustard. That's his name. Yeah.
Muscles.
Mustard.
No,
Disney.
what's his name?
Oh,
What's his name?
Muscle,
You know my
Disney.
cousin Muscles.
I know Muscles Disney.
I got a cousin named Boo, Pooch, Riri.
Oh wait, are you
Those
saying?
are all
No,
real
whoa,
cousins.
whoa, whoa,
yes,
whoa.
yes. And I
What
love
is
Riri.
Riri short for?
Mauricia.
Okay,
Mauricia.
thank God, because I was like,
Oh, I'm not clapping. There was something in the air.
you were just trying to
Yeah.
trap it? I
Yeah.
see it now.
Goodbye, little fuzz.
In this week's episode of People Be Like, there's a fuzz.
Uh-huh.
I find every time I find one thing in the episode, I'm like, whoa, it's trash. It's like I'm like my hairline is like there's like a floating white thing. I'm like, God damn it.
And Chris didn't
Just
say
think about it
anything
this
about
way.
it.
That floating white thing is going to be somebody's favorite part of that episode.
Somebody, it's
Because they don't like anything else in it. And they're like,
like,
this is artful. I like this. How
It's
did
so
they plan for
How
me?
did Will do that?
Luis did it.
They put so much detail in
Nice
there.
work, Louise.
Nice work.
He had to rotor you out.
The Penis Game 188 says, if you could relive the whole first part of your life again, wouldn't, first
No,
of all.
terrible.
Wait. I read this question.
Oh,
right, too.
with your current knowledge and mindset, would you? P.S. This includes birth. Oh, hell nah. And will you experience what it's like to be a fetus? Like I'm trying to be in that woman again.
You know,
Well,
I
is
would
it
do it.
worth- I think I would.
I would
too.
do it. Like,
that's not
Take
great.
me back to 2007. I could do it.
No,
Anything before that is horrible children bullshit.
Take
Like-
me back to preschool. There you go.
Preschool- Okay, you are a 22-year-old man.
Yeah, and then I excel to high school.
No.
And look at this preschooler.
No.
He's
You're not thinking
full
about
vocabulary?
this. Sam. You're not thinking about this. You have to do preschool shit. They're not gonna let you play video games.
Okay, doesn't that
Or
sound great?
whatever.
Here, color. Can you say your numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You tell
I
me
would
you can color?
defiantly crap my pants. I'm like, look, I can do this. Everything will be okay. Worst thing that happens, I get locked in my room. Oh shit, I like my room.
There's
It's safe
no
in
way.
here.
There's no way I can go without the technology we have now. Like 2007,
Oh.
I remember with 0.5 megapixel cameras, I can deal with
Oh
it.
my god, that was
Oh,
great.
wow.
You-
My
remember?
my parents got a 7 megapixel camera and it's like this big. It
And
was
you were
great.
like, oh!
No, but like, I don't know. I like where my life is right now, so in that sense, I don't want to change anything
Yeah.
because I'm like, everything that I went through brought me here. But if I'm armed with that knowledge then, and like, I know like This bullshit doesn't matter. This person doesn't matter. Fuck you if you don't like me. You don't matter.
You're not gonna win the prize.
How great is that?
This is how to make a friend.
Like,
Like,
see, that's what I'm telling you. If you go back to like 2007.
2007, I was in college already.
go
Okay,
further back.
well, 12. What? 7th grade.
Seventh grade, so like 2001 or 2000.
Yeah, like I'm just
2001?
saying, I couldn't sit around in
Yeah,
a preschool class
2000,
and no one would
2001.
listen to me, or
Yeah.
like, because when you're in preschool, no one's
Okay,
gonna listen to
then
what
you're
you
that.
say.
You're like that comedian.
Oh, shit!
Kid. You're that comedian kid just telling jokes already.
Well, then I'd
Oh,
have to
that's
prevent
true.
9/11.
And then you have.
You gotta.
I'd have to prevent 9/11. If you went back,
Who are
if
you gonna call?
went back, you'd have to prevent
Who are
9/11.
you
No,
gonna
okay, this is what's gonna
tell?
happen.
And-
You're gonna call up the FBI and say, "Hey, they about to do some shit." They're gonna say, "Shut the fuck up, kid." And then it's gonna happen. They're gonna
Well,
say, "How
didn't
the
they
fuck
know
did you
about
know?"
it anyway?
Oh, well, that goes into conspiracy things. I
Yeah.
don't know, but then they'd experiment on you.
Then
That's
they experiment
true.
on you.
They-
Well, I'd be like, look, I only know up
Okay.
through October of 2015.
How
And
far
barely.
back? How far back would it have to be for you to like? You need at least a week before to get the message out. If you did it on the day, no way you're stopping.
Yeah,
it.
if you're really going to prevent 9/11,
Oh, I can't believe we're talking about this.
Uh,
Let's go to something else. Let's go to something else.
I want to talk about. All right.
And answer is yes, I would. I'd go through the birth. That's not great.
I can't believe you were really about to do this shit.
No, because I'm trying to think about it. If you were to go back and you had to, all right, fine. Everyone's telling me not to talk about my plan to prevent 9/11.
Yeah.
His preconceived.
The FBI
All
will
right.
reach out to you.
King Paz 21 writes on Reddit, would you name your kid, if you ever have one, something nerdy like Link, Nathan Drake, Darth, etc.?
I already have the coolest nerdy name. I actually have two. One for a girl, one for a guy.
What is it? Barry?
I don't know if I want to say it. It's not Barry. Should I not say it? I shouldn't say it. One starts with a K, and that's for the girl. And the other one starts with an A.
I know your names.
You know my name.
Yeah.
What are they?
Am I not allowed
Get
to
out of here.
Oh, neato.
So it's
Oh,
Basher.
like the director.
Back
Sure.
when I thought,
Ah.
back when I thought I might slip up and not
Good.
use a condom, I had names. My name that I was going to use was going to be James Tiberius Haynes.
I
That's
like it.
good.
I also thought about Tenzin, but I cannot put a kid in America. I mean, I have known Tenzin.
That's like
I've
that's
known
like a
Tenzin.
death sentence. Not
Yeah.
a death sentence, but you've sentenced them to
Yeah.
a specific kind
I
of
had a friend
childhood.
named Tenzin in high school. But she's named after the Dalai Lama's names is Tenzin, and
Yeah.
a lot of the Tibetan Buddhist name. All of them are named Tenzin, and I thought she was cool as shit because of her name. But if you were going to regular school, you're like Tenzin wins, and you're not like us. You're colored, and it's all bad from there.
It would be really
I
bad if that's where you
yeah,
start.
I expect it to be
In
just a
first grade.
tiny
I didn't
bit
know
better.
that you were living in 50s Alabama.
I know. I live in San Francisco.
Oh man, I never really thought about doing like a nerdy name for a kid. Although Sam, we were talking about what a great name for your kid would be when we were talking with Raina earlier, because it was like if you and Raina had a baby and you named the baby Ram, it would be Ram Basher.
And that's not bad.
Ram Bash.
Ram
That-
Basher.
that
That
would
is
be
that
bad.
is a football star if I've ever heard one.
That sounds like an event that I want to go to.
Ram Basher.
Ram Bash.
That sounds like a party.
I used to like the name Sophia, but now I know too many Sophias in my life.
Oh
Pick
shit.
Sophia.
That's a burn on
Sophia.
Sophia.
I know, because it sucks, because you're like, I like this name, and then like you meet people, and you're like,
Can I burn Sophia too? I don't like it when you do something. Try it again.
damn.
What?
What don't you like?
You know some things you do.
Sophia, I had a couple of the pretzels on your desk.
I did too. I did too. I was
I'm
like,
really
well,
sorry.
shit.
It's the Bachman pretzels. They're
Okay.
so good. I haven't seen them in stores in forever.
Because you
Sophia.
cut the top off, there would be no
Ooh.
crinkling sounds.
Ooh.
No one was gonna see
No
that.
evidence.
You didn't get any of that?
I can't eat them. I can't eat them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, you're on that diet, huh?
I eat
Listen.
rice and chicken 7 times a day.
That's
Sometimes
stupid.
fish, and sometimes
What?
I add
I'm sorry. What are you
vegetables.
trying to be? Are you trying to be an Oliver Queen up in this bitch?
No.
See,
Yeah.
Barry.
I was thinking about how you said that, and I was thinking about it today, and I was thinking about what would be the appropriate thing for me to eat to get to my most amazing body. But I thought in order to like get to the most amazing version of yourself, you also need to be happy.
Yeah.
Like,
You need to love
Think about it this
yourself.
way.
Roll in
Okay,
there,
here,
yeah.
You love
I'll
yourself
explain.
first.
I'll explain. I do love myself, and I don't need anybody else. All right, that's. The
I
first
don't
thing
love
wanna do.
myself.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't
Hey!
need nobody.
Hey,
I
you
love myself and I don't need anybody else.
Also, I had a goal in my life that I wanted to look a certain way one time, and as soon as I hit that, it could be that for a week maybe,
And it
then I'm
doesn't
gonna
matter
shove
anymore.
down as many cinnamon rolls as I can find. All right, every In-N-Out burger, and they're gonna have 7 of them. I want to have every single one in one sitting. I want it to disappear quick. That body.
Yeah. I dream of having like that body, but I don't want to do any of the work. And I've gotten to a place where I'm like finally happy with who I am and how I look.
Okay.
Like-
I mean, that's good.
Yeah, so it's like, do you let that dream go?
That's, man, it comes down to you, because I'm happy with the way I look right now, but I was like, I would like to try to look like that once.
Yeah.
Okay, what I've noticed ever since I got less skinny than I used to be is like I'm less scared walking down the street. We have a friend, Scott, and I was talking to him, and he was like, because he had the same idea as me, because he got less jacked, and he's like, now I'm kind of scared walking down the street. Do you know how much different your life would
Why?
be? Because
so
when you were
weird.
as strong as he is,
Yeah.
you could knock the fuck out of anybody.
Yeah, he was like a tank. He was invincible.
he is a
Me,
tank.
3 years ago, I could get knocked the fuck out by anybody. So like,
I
you gotta be
mean-
careful where you walk.
Yeah, I think I can get knocked out by anybody.
And I still could get knocked out.
Not by anybody.
But yeah, not by anybody.
I faint easy.
I could have got knocked out by anybody.
What, like they show you some blood and you just pass out?
Any
Nah,
middle
just-
schooler I could
got
take.
a lot of soft spots. So just,
Isn't
got
that
a lot
weird
of
to think?
enemies.
yeah.
Isn't that- don't you think you could beat up, like, you could fight, like, 10 middle schoolers?
Yeah.
You couldn't fight, there's a lot of high schoolers you
No,
couldn't fight.
they play dirty and they'd go for the nuts.
They
That's the thing.
bite.
That's they bite. You know.
They will bite you on the leg,
Don't.
leave a chunk.
Okay, adults watching 10 middle schoolers
Yeah.
could probably.
They
take
call
you
us
down.
millennials, but no, we're the Mike Tyson generation. We don't
Tyson
fuck
generation.
around.
I read some articles about him.
What
Do
kind
you
of
know,
articles?
Do you know how many kids by how many women he has?
I think
He
it's
has-
like 7, right?
And then Evander Holyfield has like 13 kids by
No,
like 8
that's-
different women.
No offense.
What
that's
are
too
you
many.
doing?
What about George Foreman, who has all of his kids are named George?
No
Guys,
way.
boys and girls. I kid you not.
He when he was
is
like 18,
mean.
when he was like 18, he's like, I know I'm gonna fuck up and I'm gonna fuck a lot. And I know I'm gonna have a shit ton of kids. I'm gonna forget those motherfuckers' names. So what I'm gonna do is name them all my name.
George.
George!
He's
no, not George. George.
George.
I know I'm gonna get my ass beat up in this ring and lose some brain cells. So I'm just name them all the same.
George, eat some of this fresh grilled chicken.
Okay, I have to say one thing I have. This is one opinion I have about fighting. All right. I don't understand the honor in fighting. Like when in a bar fight, they're like, you gotta play clean, man. Don't
Yeah.
go for the nuts. Don't go for like the fucking eyes or something. Whatever the rules are.
It's like beating a game without cheat codes. It's to prove that you can.
That I'm not proving anything. If someone
yeah.
is threatening me, I'm going for everything. I'm
You're
gonna take the
proven-
person
I'm the
down.
same way about snitching. If
Yeah.
if the cops are interrogating me over some shit you did and you told me, man, well, I'm about to do some shit, you better watch out. I am snitching on your ass. Oh my God! As soon as they slammed the door, it was fucking Billy.
And don't judge
Because it's not
us
your fucking
because you've
fault,
never
so
been
why
in
am
that
I gonna drag
situation.
myself down over your ass?
Yeah, okay.
Snitching
no one
happened in
would-
the
Okay.
90s.
Why am I doing this over you?
Hey, you've never
Why'd
been
you
in
let
that
snitching
situation?
happen in the 90s?
Don't we snitch, all right?
Everybody snitched before that.
Thank you guys for watching this episode of Table Talk.
You a bunch of snitches.
Yeah, well, why don't you go to jackthreads.com/SourceFed, use the offer code SourceFed to get 20% off your first order.
Get sophisticated.
Yeah, use the daily denim, the daily tees, the daily puffy jackets. Huh?
JT Denim.
Woo!
JT Denim.
Yeah.
JT.
Pass that to me,
Denim.
Rixley.
Oh God.
Oh! Oh my God! The wall isn't real. Did you see that? Did you see? He just touched it and it rippled. What's happening? Ah!
The rumour from the Latino Review states that the budget for Batman v Superman has grown to about $410 million.
Holy tits.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly.
Or it's actually 3. This is a learning center for children who are fans of the game to teach them tricks and tips to